Hey. So it's the 4th of November, and it's another day at the markets. Thankfully, I've got to say it's of course it's a new week, number one, and of course it's a new month. Well, should I say the first? Oh, the third, sorry. Yeah, the 3rd of November is the first trading day of the week because, I'm looking at this overnight. So well, I'm trying to give the report based on the overnight trade. And of course, sorry, based on the trade for whatever happened to the markets yesterday. And likewise, today being Monday, really. So yeah, happy new month. And we pray it's a successful month, Hopefully everyone gets it right this time again, keep improving on your edge. Now, I'm actually starting off today with the Nasdaq. And how did it perform today? The Nasdaq or the market was down roughly 200 points. Let's see. Yeah, so it was down about 200 points. Not a lot, not a great deal, really. You can see this is overnight, and so we didn't really get much action. I think things were quite mute, quite muted across the board. I mean, if you look at the cues, which you should find a line, still at the edge of breaking out. We see this three tiers right here, and it's still about breaking out. So the cues was up about, 0.5%, which is not bad. But quite a few things happened, and I think I woke up to a breakout right here from iron. Iron just kept going. I think it kind of climbed back to all-time high. Look at that, just cold and yanked away. We also had quite a few things that happened. I mean, I was talking about many, or I was looking at the SPACs as well. I just I cut my teeth in SPACs 5 years ago. A lot of them are not doing very well. We do have a few doing well though. I think DKNG is one which is doing very well. Well, not now, but I mean, it's deterred all the way from from the level of tens, which they're all known for. So, it's about 3x now from initiation I'll probably say it's about 2020. So not, I mean, 2x, not bad for, in 5 years, 200% extra. So that's one. But again, not here to just talk about SPACs because I think I was just looking at general trend, and I know IPO season has calmed down. I think with SPACs, they're mostly IPO as well. So if you're going to get into IPO, you've got to be careful, take it slow. And we know a lot of things are coming in. Also, we had Amazon. Amazon had was it a deal with OpenAI, and it just shot it through the roof again today. Extra 4%, given they had an amazing earnings last week, with their AWS. And then of course, yeah, 5% of record AI. So they had a deal with OpenAI, and this partnership boosts AWS's role in AI services starting immediately for 7 years. Great earnings right there. Also, we had shifting focus now, looking at Palantir. But before I actually do that, I mean, we saw quite a few tweets. If you monitor President Trump's tweets over the weekend or on Truth Social posts, and I think he was talking about, I think it was a warning to the Nigerian government about how they should be dealing with terrorists. But this is not me trying to take us on the politics side. So, which means we know Nigeria is a huge global oil exporter, and I looked at crude oil. I was expecting a major move as a result of that. Well, but overall, it was a muted reaction, and the market just didn't seem to care much at all. So yeah, so oil still needs that catalyst, sorry, to drive it. It's midnight here because I was, saw me yawning. Yeah, oil still needs that catalyst to drive it to keep going. Now let's talk about a few earnings. Palantir, mega been expected. The beat, it was great, but I think somehow it goes, it started selling off after hours. So one thing is we'll see how it wakes up or how they digest it tomorrow, and we'll see how it plays. So that's Palantir. So like I said again, great earnings, amazing earnings. I mean, still on all-time high, but there's something there that's not sitting right. Again, speaking of earnings, I was looking at, was it EXAS today? I called that one in the group actually. I mean, there's nothing like a 99% guarantee, but based on what I saw, I thought it was really going to play. And it did play amazingly well. You know, we saw it was about 11% move today. So we saw a 9% move to the upside. Um, I didn't particularly play it myself, but you know, this is actually not bad at all. So hopefully it's just right here breaking this level, and then of course we expect it to, well, break this level, come down a bit, and then it keeps moving. So that was a successful play. Also, I think Grab had their earnings as well. I didn't really see much with Grab though. It was just it was just muted. It was just muted. There was nothing there. Now, there's one I wanted to talk about, even though they did not have earnings, but is it BNMR or BMNR? Right. So this one here, I did say, I mean, what when I looked at it a few weeks ago, I did say if it loses 50, then we're gonna have a problem. And you know, we could see that now from about 50 is now, I'm not in a short or anything, but we're now, you know, down aggressively. And this is not me saying it's gonna go down. It's just basically you got to trade the setup. So the reason I'm saying this is because sometimes you do get, I think this is Tom Lee, you do get people pumping their stocks, but you got to be able to look beneath or beyond that veil and see where the price action is. Look at the level to look at where the money is. But in this case, I mean, again, not calling for zero, but you know, and of course, things are allowed to go up and down. But I think I called this about 55, and you know, if you had bought around 60, you probably will be holding it back. It's just going to take you a longer time to get out. I mean, do you want to be, do you want a DCA? It's up to you. But some people are quite emotional about these things. And one thing I say is do not get emotional about a stock. There's no point getting emotional. If you think, I mean, it depends on your strategy. Are you a trader or are you an investor? If it's not working as a trade, you get out, full stop. Also, we looked at um, something else. Yeah, there was something here which says US stocks makes yeah. So Kimberly Clark invested about $40 billion. Well, they announced an $40 billion acquisition of Tylenol maker Kenvue for stock and cash, while Eaton also agreed to buy Boyd's thermal business for 9.5 billion in a data center related acquisition. But I wanted to talk about this one actually. This, I'm not sure if it's a good business for them because this, I mean, it sent this position up 12% and it came down. But I think the buy price itself was $21. So why it did not stay at 21, I don't know. Also, I think there was it a $2.50 dividend to be paid as well. But on the other hand, Kimberly Clark did not take it very well, and we saw, or we're going to see what happened to this. Is it KHM or Kimberly? There you go, KMB. And yeah, he was, you know, he was down by the same amount roughly today. So, you know, that's just shareholders reacting. And yeah, there you go. So but then again, so that was, well, that was a great play today. I think been in KVUE for a while. Well, I said for a while, for about 2 weeks. So that was a great call. Also, the commodities, they have just looked at oil, nothing much. It looked, for example, like cocoa. Cocoa woke up. We had a great 6% move on cocoa today. Is this the start of new beginnings, new things to come? We'll see how it plays. We talk about this in the group. This, I call this our staple, you know, get your daily cocoa, fix of cocoa, whatever it is. But, you know, it could be a swing for us, and we are playing this very well or nicely. Another one is coffee. We are in this for a shot, by the way. We are, sorry, we are looking at a certain level. I think it's about four. So we can, I mean, we wanted a short really, and that's it right there. So we're still waiting for coffee shots. That's that one. There's quite a few other things. I'm not going to be able to go over everything. But one more thing I wanted to talk about this is not my tweet. So I apologize. I'm just gonna put a snip, gonna cut it right there. Look, there's something the President Trump said when they asked about AI, is it being a bubble? And he called it this the new internet, and he doesn't think it's a bubble. And I'm not calling it as a bubble, but I think there's a particular focus right here on OpenAI. OpenAI, they signed $500 bill, the Stargate deal, Nvidia $100 billion. 100 billion with AMD. So, browser to compete with Chrome, world's largest, most valuable private company with an IPO stated for 2027 at $1 trillion. I mean, we are in the midst of a generational technological revolution. I mean, do you think it's a bubble? Honestly, I don't know. And we know also that the we saw something about Warren, Buffett, BRK, sorry. His cash supply is right now at an all-time high. Number one. Number two, he's underperforming the markets aggressively as well. So, and this is someone who is just being a consistent performer. Do Again, so are we in a bubble? I don't know, but you got to look at things and tips around you. Consumer staples actually really on the floor. It's not moving. Things are not going very, very well. So you got to look at a few things to relate. I mean, you've got to also understand that Open AI, back to what I was saying, they're not exactly making this money in terms of how much deal. And this is what I found. Um, in terms of why is it so appealing? So, they've got ChatGPT, but the appeal also lies in advanced AI models, ChatGPT 4, is that 4.0 or 4.0, and O1 for complex reasoning. So, DALL-E for image generation, Sora for video creation, developer APIs, enterprise custom solutions, and a few browser rivaling Chrome. So the research in AI safety and massive compute needs drive this partnership. So, it's very difficult. And there was a cheeky question someone asked if ChatGPT is better than the Grok, which is the Elon Musk's XAI project. And Grok said it depends on the task. Benchmarks show Grok often outperforms ChatGPT in maths and reasoning, about 93% versus 79% on AI ME 2025, while ChatGPT excels in creative writing and polish. Both are top tier, but I'm optimized for helpful, truthful answers with a fun twist. And what's your benchmark based on ChatGPT? Sorry, Grok's response. But anyway, that was a quick cheesy close. But yeah, so I mean, I'm looking out for how this turns out, really. I mean, again, we still have 2027, see how the market behaves. AI also is the one that's still driving this market. But until then, guys, I will say enjoy your week. Well, enjoy your week. We hope you have a good trading day or week. Tomorrow we do have some more earnings tomorrow. What am I looking at? Oof, geez. Tomorrow we have 306 companies. We have AMD. I mentioned something today. With regarding Palantir, which is what made me, go for a shot. Really, I know it's going into the earnings, it was all right, but I thought it was a bit crowded, and that's why I put a warning out there into the group, and that's why I did not trade. Well, I didn't go for long, but we have AMD tomorrow. We have Shopify as well. These are some amazing, huge names. We have Uber tomorrow. We have Arista, ETN, Spotify, Pfizer, BP. Huge mega names tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes, and shall give the feedback again as usual. Until then, guys, I hope everyone has a good night and see you tomorrow. Take care.